The Dynasty Warriors series has been running for quite a while now, and I think maybe because of the bad name it's got from quite a few people, it's not the easiest of series to get into. It's quite daunting in some ways, I think, just because of that bad reputation. But I do believe that Hyrule Warriors is a very, very good introduction to the series. So here are my top 5 reasons why.
5.
So first off, Hyrule Warriors is very easy to get into. In terms of attacks, well, you've got a normal attack and a stronger attack. Mix them up and you've got combos, basically. It's pretty simple. You've got other buttons that do a more powerful attack when you field a gauge. You've got, lock on like in the old classic Zelda anyway. I mean, if you've played a Zelda game, you pretty much know what to expect. There isn't too much dissimilar in the way it controls. Yeah, you've got your classic bombs and everything else. So it's very simple to get started. The game explains things to you very well. Every now and then you're always given different explanations of features and that. So there's no reason to struggle too much. Very simple game, lots to do, and that's always a good thing in games, I find.
4.
What could be better than gigantic battles? I mean, when was the last time you ever saw Link fighting this many enemies at once? The battlefield is filled with Moblins, Stalfos, all sorts of enemies like ready to be slain by your swords. And you can see for miles around there's just enemies everywhere. It's truly chaotic, but absolutely fun to just tear through enemies. And that's something I don't think a Zelda has ever really got that feeling across. It's not normal that Link will fight this many enemies at once. It's very, very refreshing.
3.
Everyone knows that gaming's more fun with multiple people, and there's something to be said about playing a normally single player experience with another friend. And that's why the local co-op for Hyrule Warriors is a welcome addition. And it's very simple. One player uses the TV, the other player uses the gamepad display, and it works very well. You can either join up together and tackle missions with just the two of you, or you can even just split up and try and take on some of the missions, as many of you can as possible. It works very well, it's very fun, and is a wonderful way to play the game.
2.
With so much drama recently in the video games industry about sexism and diversity in video games, it is so refreshing to see that in Hyrule Warriors everybody is catered for. If you want to be a male character, be a male character. If you want to be a female character, there are plenty of options for that as well. If you want to be a Goron, you can be a Goron. And that, my friends, is diversity at work. And it's brilliant.
1.
The biggest reason to play Hyrule Warriors and give the series a chance is that this game is a fantastic piece of fan service for Zelda fans everywhere. You've got so many familiar locales, you've got areas from Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time, so many characters throughout the ages, so many weapons that you recognise, bosses you recognise. The whole thing feels like an authentic Zelda experience. And it's wonderful. It's just so many memories come pouring out from the game's very retro-focused adventure mode map screen, to the fact that you get to see so many familiar characters and get to experience so many things that you may have forgotten about in previous Zelda games. It is a love letter to Zelda, and there could be no better reason to play this game than that.